But I do think that $100,000 is too much for one individual under the circumstances that we're in, and that what we need to do is perhaps divvy up the money, whatever it finally is, into three parts. Clearly, whoever wins gets the majority of the larger portion, and then you distribute the others, the rest to the other two. So that is not happening currently, and there is an unintended consequence of that. People are now viewing it as a lottery. People are viewing it as a lottery, and they're not really being necessarily very creative. They're going, well, maybe I'll get lucky this time. And so they are throwing in sometimes hurriedly stapled pages into the mix and hoping that they get $100,000. So that's the unintended consequence. And that also is driven by the fact of the structure of it, where, there are I think there are four genres, poetry, fiction, children's works, and so on and so forth. And so when it is the time for, say, poetry, suddenly we have 160 to 100 poets in Nigeria saying, hey, look, I want the $100,000. That's not how it should work. Now, that's one concern. The major concern that I have is, I think that for much of the 20 years, we have lost an opportunity for this generous benefactor, the NLNG folks, to help with the infrastructure and the structure of the literary endeavor in Nigeria. By which I mean, I don't think it's enough to give out $100,000, and then I don't know what they do with the other $900,000, but I do know for a fact that that's a high overhead just to distribute $100,000. It just seems to me that a large portion of that we should have a conversation about how best those funds can be used to help support the writing community, especially young Nigerian writers, very creative folks. If you are on social media like I am, you see the brilliance that's there, but they are just hampered by a lack of resources to continue their dreams in a safe space. And I've argued that for several years. But those that run this program have been very, very allergic to change. They think it, well, there's a Pulitzer Prize, we should have one. Our circumstances are unique, and we should think about it that way.